The local contractor on the project at Scotts Gap, Britain's Hill, St. Michael, Nicholas Bell, says the new steel frame housing technology makes home construction far more efficient.
We were mobilized on site 2.5 weeks ago, where it was just the concrete foundation. At that time, we started the installation of the floor joists. After the floor joists were secured and anchored, we installed the 1-inch cement board to the flooring. At that point in time, we started to erect all external walls, sheeted them, cladded them, and the roof was installed also. We predict another 2 or so weeks till completion once we go through some regulatory inspections, and then we'll be able to hand over the property to the National Housing Corporation.
He adds that there is a clear difference using the new housing frames versus traditional methods.
From my professional experience, being a local owner of a light gauge construction company, the system is indicative to what we will produce locally, where our engineering is done for a category 3. The system is all bolted and fastened and mechanically use of screws, so there's no nails which will pull out. So the integrity of the system is very, very, very impressive, and as the Minister said, it is the way for the future.
And the local workers on the project agree.
Learning the new systems, understanding it and incorporating it into what we already know here in Barbados, and it makes the systems go faster, the building system go faster. So everything is clean, everything works together, everything locks in together. It is easier to maintain as well because the surfaces are a lot cleaner. So you don't have the traditional peeling of the paint or the wood or the wall looking different or what's not. It's clean, so you can actually wipe it off.
It's easy to learn. It's not hard at all. It's straightforward. It's basic. It's not no big hard nothing to learn.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Mottley says, given the ongoing need for affordable housing in the island, the new houses represent a great start to help address the demand for more homes in Barbados.
I really want to commend the Minister of Housing, William Duguid, who has led this exercise. And we've said from the beginning, the deficiency in housing in Barbados has been chronic. We've had a backlog at the NHC of anywhere between 25 to 28,000 houses for my entire political career, and that is now 31 years or 32 years of active service. We need to move beyond that, and that is why we talk about producing a silent revolution in housing. And this is just but one of the examples. We also have the traditional build that is taking place at Lancaster and Poole and other areas, but we are using multiple approaches to the provision of housing for Barbadians. This clearly is new technology. We've seen it in some buildings. We did the St. Joseph Outpatients Clinic and the St. Andrews Outpatients Clinic with it, and it allowed us to repair those buildings in short order in no time at all.
She adds that the houses also address the demand from various segments of the public looking for a home.
With this particular one, we are doing it with houses. This particular thing is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, 850 square feet, but there are other sizes, and they're going to be quads and they're going to be duplexes. And what is impressive to me is that the Barbadian workers who have worked on this project have mastered the technique of the installation. The Barbadian engineer, we have local companies already in it who are working in a joint and collaborative approach with the Chinese company that has been doing it. So that, believe you me, I have every confidence that this house, which is one, strong, you can see it is hurricane resistant, we see all the straps. 2, it allows us therefore to meet our roofs to reefs criteria that we're setting out and now have to do for the rest of the country to get people to put hurricane straps on their roofs because of what we're going to face in the climate crisis. 2, it is cool, and they explained to you earlier from the engineer why it is cool. 3, this is my particular peeve. I ask for a lot of windows because I really do believe that low-income housing and lower middle-income housing in the Caribbean remains too hot and too little ventilation, and that's one of the fundamental reasons why blocks exist, because there's not enough room or not enough ventilation in the house. And then of course it is fireproof in the sense that you're not going to get the house engulfed in fire in the way that if you have a chattel house or wooden house.
And the Prime Minister says with government's commitment of 10,000 houses in 5 years, the modern houses represent a major step in achieving that goal on time. Ryan Broome, CBC News.